everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Before I get started with this DIY, I would like to ask you all to give me a little help with my channel. If you all could take out time during the video, after, before, to like the video and to comment. If you don't want to comment, leave some hearts. I'm asking you all this because this will help with my YouTube algorithm. I would like to reach 500,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but for me to do that, I need for you guys to help me out. So if you guys can like, comment, if you don't want to write anything, just leave a heart, share, and subscribe if you haven't. So yeah, I would really appreciate that. And I plan on hosting some giveaways soon, so make sure that you are subscribed so that you can enter. Okay, with all that said, let's get started. For this DIY, I'm going to be using 2 of these fragrance warmers from Dollar Tree. You just put your tea light down there, and you can also use the candle melts. Now when I saw these, I liked the idea of the opening. I like the shape. I didn't know what I would do with them, but now I think I do. The first thing I want to do is remove these stickers from the bottom. Okay, and that's 2. What I'm going to do now is take this one and flip it over like this, and this one and flip it over like this. They're the opposite. So next I'm going to take some of these clear hair beads, and I found these at Dollar Tree too, I believe. And I'm going to use some of my Gorilla Glue to glue these inside. Just going to put a dab right in the center of each one. Now I'm going to take my bead, and I want the openings to be this way. So I'm going to place this right in the center. Same thing with this one. So now I'm going to allow the glue to set up for about an hour. Then I'll come back and move on to the next phase. So what I'm going to do next is glue these together just like this. Again, I'm going to use some of my trusty Gorilla Glue. Alright, so I'm just going to go around the outside. Put this on top. I want to make sure that it's even all the way around. And now I'm just going to put this weight right on top to make sure that it stays in place while the glue sets up. So I'm going to let that set up and then come back and move on to the next step. This is what we have. It's completely glued together. What will we do with this, huh? Alright, so what I want to do now is take this outside and spray paint the inside and the outside silver, the top and the bottom as well. Not only will I paint that silver, I also have 2 of these plastic CLOCHE'S from Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is remove the base from these. Okay? You're going to need 2. So I'm going to take these outside and spray paint them silver as well. On one of them, I'm going to spray both sides silver. So I'm going to spray paint all 3 pieces silver, and then so this is what it looks like after I spray painted it silver. So the next thing I'm going to do is cut some single rolls of mirror towel. Okay, so before we use those, I have some Wicked Stick It in this container, and I'm going to brush some right on top of here all the way around. And once it gets tacky, we are going to put our mirror towels on here. Now I'll allow the glue to get tacky, and then I will attach. So I'm just going to start right here at the top and go all the way around. Okay, just like that. So I'll continue to go all the way down, and then I'll come on this side and do the same thing. This is what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? So now I'm going to do the same thing with this side. I'm going to brush on some more of the Wicked Stick It, and then I'm going to add the mirror towels in the same manner. I'm done adding my mirror towel. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now if you look closer, you'll see why I spray painted it silver, because there will be little small gaps here and there, and if you spray paint it silver, then it won't show so much. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is cover these rough edges on the top and the bottom, and I'll do the same thing on the back. So what I'm going to do is take 3 rows of my diamond bling and just wrap it around the opening. And I'm going to start at the top. You could also use beads or some of the Dollar Tree bling. It's totally up to you. You just want to cover up those rough edges. And lay this down. Okay, and this is what we have. And I'm going to do the same thing around the bottom. Okay, so this is what we have. And it's really coming together really, really well. So the next thing I'm going to do is add glitter on the inside, just to give it a little bit more glitz. Again, I have some Wicked Stick It. I'm going to brush it on the bottom. The sides in there, just the whole inside. I won't do it on the top because it's not really being seen. So now I'll let this sit for a few minutes and then I'll come back in. So now I'm going to sprinkle just a small amount of glitter on the inside. I don't want to heavily saturate it. I just want it to give just a little bit of a sparkle on the inside. Here's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to allow that to set up for a few minutes and then come back and move on to the next step. Okay, so back to our candle holder. I am going to take 3 more rows and wrap it around the center. And I'm going to start in the back. Give it a little blingy belt. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Now let's just put her aside. Okay, so now back to our bases from the cloche. Here I have one. I did spray paint the bottom of this one because it's the base. And this one will go on the top, so I did spray paint the inside of this one, okay? So the next thing I'm gonna do is add some Mod Podge to these because I'm gonna add mirror towel and a little bit of my diamond bling to these pieces as well. I'll let this set up for a minute and then come back. This time around, rather than using the 10mm, I'm going to use the 5mm mirror towel. And that's almost a perfect fit. What I'll do is put some of the 10mm mirror towels in here to cover that. So now I'm going to take 1 row of the diamond bling and put it around the base. This is going to be the back. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the base. Now we have these 2 pieces. Again, the one with the black inside is the base, and the one with the spray paint is the top. I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto here. And again, I'm going to use some of my Gorilla Glue. Again, this is the base, this is the back. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And now I'm going to glue this on top. So this is what we have so far. You see where we are going with this? Really pretty. So now I'm going to allow the glue to set up and then come back. So I'm back again. And here's what everything looks like now that it's glued together. This is the back and this is the front. I have 2 chandelier pendants and I have it attached to 2 rings. And what I'm going to do next is hook it onto the bead that's on the inside. This can be a little challenging, but it can be done. So now I have both of the chandelier pendants in place. Now I'll move on to the next step. So I'm going to take some of my Gorilla Glue and go around the base, just inside the base. You know, I'll spread it out a little bit. I'm going to take some of these really tiny diamonds from Dollar Tree and spread these on top of the glue. Now, if you don't want to do this, you could also add glitter. It's just another place to decorate. This is what we have around the base. finally, let's address the top. Next up, I have some of these clear acrylic gems from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to put them right in the top. So pretty. Make sure that they are flat. And I'm going to put some of my Gorilla Glue around the edge. I have these clear discs, and I'm going to glue this right on top. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the covering and make sure this is centered. And now I'm going to put this right on top and let it dry. Once it dries, I'll come back and remove the top protective covering, and then I'll put it on display and let you guys see what it looks like. As promised, here are my completed candle holders. Of course I had to make two. I absolutely love how they turned out. They went from mediocre fragrance warmers to a glam-tabulous pair of candle holders. And I used mostly Dollar Tree products. Please comment your thoughts below about this DIY. Would you make these candle holders? And if so, would you change anything about them? And again, if you don't feel like commenting, please just leave a heart. It will help my channel tremendously. Okay everyone, this concludes my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay everyone, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.